Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. If you are watching this on the replay, thank you very much. Make sure you hashtag replay so that I know that you were here. I appreciate my replay viewers. And if you're watching this on YouTube, leave me a comment and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. When you hop on, let me know who you are and where you're from so I can shout you out and say hello. And since today's topic is a hot topic, you might want to share this out with some people, okay? So while you are jumping on, I'm going to be sharing this out to a few of my favorite places. And then we are going to get going. All right, first, let me make sure I have sound. Okay, we got sound. Because y'all know how I do. I have the tendency to start talking and wind up talking to myself. All right, let me get this shared out in a few places, and then we'll get down with the get down. One more spot, and then we are going to get going. There we go. All right. Okay, so we are ready to go. First, I want to welcome you. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady. I help home business owners win the tax game by helping you keep more of the money that you earn and paying less to Uncle Sam in taxes. Okay, let's talk about the Bitcoin. All right. Because right now, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, that is all in the financial news, okay? I've been on quite a few webinars, and the tax question always comes up. Nobody seems to have an answer. So I am making sure that I answer this question for you so that you understand what's going on and how the IRS treats Bitcoin. Okay. So make sure you, like I said, when you hop on, let me know who you are and where you're from, and share this out with some of your friends that may have invested in Bitcoin, maybe using Bitcoin to buy and sell. Mike, wait, I'm sorry. Mike comes on here already swinging. Yes, the IRS is coming to get their money. That is the truth. Okay. So let's talk about it. All right. The IRS treats Bitcoin like property. They don't treat it as currency. They treat it as property. So buying Bitcoin on its own is not a taxable event. However, when you sell Bitcoin, that creates a taxable event. You have to pay taxes on the gain, and that is taxed at the applicable capital gains rate. Okay, and that is, it varies. Okay, it varies among income breakdown, and depending on how long you had the Bitcoin, it can be taxed at the ordinary gain rate as well. Now, I guess the thing that people are confused about is really what constitutes a sale. What constitutes a sale of Bitcoin? Well, whenever you go and buy something with your Bitcoin, that constitutes a sale, which means that is a taxable event. So if you take your Bitcoin and go buy a sandwich, then you have created a taxable event by buying a sandwich. I saw an advertisement where you can buy a Lamborghini with Bitcoin. Well, if you buy a Lamborghini with your Bitcoin, you have created a taxable event. Anytime you use your Bitcoin to buy something, that is treated as a sale of your Bitcoin, and that is a taxable event. Now, I read an article late last night, early this morning. I don't know, it's starting to run together, that Congress is trying to put a bill in place that would make, sales with less than a $600 gain exempt from taxes. So we'll see how that goes. But as for now, you have to pay taxes on that gain. Good morning. Good morning. So, so like I said, buying Bitcoin is not a taxable event. But if you use it to go, to go buy stuff, I heard somebody say, okay, yeah, we went out and got a cup of coffee and I used my Bitcoin to buy it. Okay. You just created a taxable event buying coffee. Okay. So, Bitcoin, with the way it's growing, it's not something that you really want to use for everyday currency. You just don't want to do that, because you don't want to create 500 taxable events by using your Bitcoin like you're using a regular dollar bill. It's really not worth it. Now, what do you need to know as far as your Bitcoin is concerned? You need to know two numbers. You need to know your basis, which is what you paid for it. And the next one you need to know is the market value when you sell it. Okay, that is going to determine what your gain is. So, I guess I can't even find the words right now. The thing about it is this, is you have to be careful with the rhetoric that's going around. Yeah, you can go and use your Bitcoin to go buy stuff, but you're creating a taxable event every time you do that. Okay. And not only that, if you receive Bitcoin as payment, that's considered income. Okay. And if you pay somebody in Bitcoin $600 or more in value, then you've got to issue a 1099. If you receive $600 in value in Bitcoin, you should be receiving a 1099. If your employer pays you in Bitcoin, you should still be getting a W-2 and all of that based on the value of the Bitcoin at the time that you received it. Okay. So, Bitcoin is, while it is, becoming more prevalent in its use, you don't want to go using your Bitcoin all willy-nilly, right? Because guys, I mean, if you're really talking about, going to buy stuff with your Bitcoin, yeah, that sounds cute on, for a usage end as a selling point, but it's really not cute on the tax end. All right. So you really want to be careful about, all the rhetoric going about, go buy this, go buy that. You can buy movie tickets. You can buy music. You can buy this. You can buy that. Yeah, you can. But the question is, should you? And more than likely, the answer is no, because you're going to create taxable events. You're going to have to pay taxes on all of those gains that you're buying coffee, buying sandwiches, buying a car, buying all of this depreciable junk with your Bitcoin. This is not smart. So yeah, it might be a selling point, but it's not a smart money move. Yes, all willy-nilly. So, so going forward with your Bitcoin, buy your Bitcoin, do your thing. Okay. But just understand that whenever you sell Bitcoin, whenever you buy stuff with it, you have to pay taxes on the gain. So think about that before you go and make your purchase. Okay. And the other thing is this, like, people are really trying to say that, you can remain anonymous when buying your Bitcoin. Well, that may be the way it was up until about 2014, right? But now that's not exactly so. The IRS is suing Coinbase right now, one of the largest retailers. They just topped out at 10 million users the last I saw. The IRS is suing them for access to those customer accounts because they're looking for tax evaders. All right. And if the IRS determines that you were using Bitcoin to evade taxes, they are coming for you. All right. They originally asked for all of the account information, but they amended it to look for people who had $20,000 in transaction or more. Okay. They're coming for you. Now, while there's some anonymity in buying Bitcoin, it's not exactly anonymous. Why? Because the purchases are recorded on the blockchain. Now, I don't exactly know what all the blockchain is, but what I know is that it records every single transaction that happens on the Bitcoin. Every single transaction. So they know from whom came to where it went to. So yeah, you might have some anonymity in the marketplace, but as for anonymity from the IRS, that's coming to an end. Okay, let's just be real. Good morning to everybody that popped on. So again, buying Bitcoin, fantastic. Buy it, hold it. From what I understand, there's actually a limit to the amount of Bitcoin that exists, which is going to drive the price of the Bitcoin up, which, hey, scarcity equals higher prices. Okay. But be careful about how you go and sell or trade your Bitcoin, because then you're going to be paying taxes on the gain. And you don't really want to be paying taxes on a gain for something stupid like a depreciable asset. It's not even an asset. If it's depreciable, it's just junk, right? Don't go spend your Bitcoin on junk. Buy other assets with your Bitcoin. You're okay. I'm just saying, if you got to pay taxes on the gain, at least go and grow some more money. Don't use it on consumables, like a car or coffee or lunch or, shopping and stuff. Don't do that. That's just not smart. Yeah, rolling the dice with the IRS is not a good thing, because, okay, so let's be real about this. At one point, the IRS technology really had not caught up to the Bitcoin, but now it's catching up. And if you don't start getting on the right side of the law now, when they come for you, it's not going to be cute. Because, let me explain to you why. Because if the IRS determines that you are blatantly tax evading, right, there's no statute of limitations on that. That's considered fraud. And there's no statute of limitations on fraud. There's no 3 years to audit a return and all that stuff. If you committed fraud, they can go back. Okay. That's what it is. So, so that's it. So, if you got some friends that are using Bitcoin, who are purchasing Bitcoin, this is the need to know. The need to know stuff is you need to know your basis, which is what you paid for the Bitcoin. And you need to know the market value when you sell the Bitcoin. The difference between the two is going to be a gain, more than likely is going to be a gain. And you have to report the gain, and then it's taxed at the applicable rate. So think about that before you go swiping your Bitcoin debit card to go buy some crazy stuff. All right. So thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Make sure, if you have not followed my fan page, please go do that. Find me at Home Biz Tax Lady. And if you have gotten some good information from my broadcast, be so kind as to leave me a review. I would appreciate that. And so that's it, you guys. Have a fantastic day. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.